Hello everyone, Abdul Muqsid here with another tutorial on Crocoblock. Today we will discuss CrocoBuilder, which is a new AI powered website builder for WordPress. So you can go and visit crocoblock.com/crocobuilder. It has all information about how you can use it, what are the functionalities, and to download this builder you can go to your account, login. If you have unlimited lifetime license, you will find it under your account CrocoBuilder. It is still in beta, so you can expect some bugs and some issues, but it's totally fine. Click on download. Once you download, go to your website, go to plugin and upload your plugin. So you will find CrocoBuilder here. Once you activate the plugin, the next step is to install a theme. You can use any popular block based theme, but I prefer to use CrocoBuilder blank theme, which you can find the link in the description. I will download the zip file and add theme, upload, and I will upload this blank theme. Let's see the website. So right now our website is empty, it has no data. After activating the theme, let's go to CrocoBuilder. Here you will find various options. I will go directly to AI MCP. I will enable the MCP. It will give me a name and a URL. And below you can generate a token also. You can use it for Codex, Cloud Code, Cursor, VS Code and Gemini. Since I am comfortable and I am using Codex on daily basis, I will configure Codex. This is my Codex screen. You will click on the gear icon on top right, Codex settings, and go to MCP server. Right now I have connected this MCP. I will click on the gear icon. You have to enter the URL of your website from here, this URL, and here you can define any token. If it is not connecting directly with the barrier token, you have to define the barrier token. Then go to environment variables. If you are using Windows, go to environment variable, and here you have to define this variable and the value. You can get the value from here. Okay, this is AI agent token. So we are connected, and let me see which skill do we have from this MCP. Okay, we have these skills available. We can use it. Let's go and create a page. I will create a page, for example home page, and I will publish, edit with Croco. So these are the elements we have. You can use block, grid, SVG. We also have navigation, we have query loop, pagination and collection also. There are 3 modes. In codes you can see all the codes. Then we have the dev mode. So let me insert something. I will insert a heading here. If you go to code, you will see a clean code. Okay, it will only generate the DOM or the code which is inserted. If you go to dev mode, you can see it visually, you can make changes. If you go to AI mode, it will let you connect your LLM, and then you can build your website using prompts. We will discuss it also. We have the mobile breakpoints also, and the tablets. You can define your custom breakpoint from here also. On the right side we have save, and we have the element hierarchy. So if I insert something here, for example block, and inside block I have headings, then I have a text. You can see the hierarchy from here. You can rename it, you can play around with. The most important thing is the tools. So we have CSS class manager, and you can define the CSS classes. We have common style, CSS variable also, import and export design system, and the query builder which we use in Jet Engine. We also have a component builder. I will not create anything manually, we will just go directly and first we will create our design system using MCP, and then based on that design system we will build our landing page. So I will remove everything from here. Let's go back to our MCP. Okay, let's go to getdesign.md. Here you will find world most famous companies and their design system. So let's go for Kraken, for example. So once you open, it will tell you the design system of Kraken. So these are the color palettes, we have typography, we have button, cards, forms, and all those details. What I will do, I will click on design.md. I will copy the code. I will go back and I will create a new file here called design.md, and I will paste the code. Remember, if you want to use any LLM like Codex or Claude in VS Code through an MCP, you have to create a folder and open it. I have given a prompt following design.md, create a design system of variable and classes in CrocoBuilder website using MCP. The MCP is connected and now it will create classes and variables for us. If I go to classes, we don't have any classes and we don't have any CSS variables. Once we build the design system, then it's very easy to create pages. While it's creating the system for us, I will show you how you can connect Cloud Code. Open Cloud Code and go to settings. In settings you will find connectors. Click on add custom connector. Here you will enter the name Croco MCP, and here you have to enter the URL of your MCP server and click on add. Once you click on add, then you can click on connect. It will connect your Cloud with the MCP server. Okay, it has created tokens for us. Let's verify. I'll go back and click on class manager. Let me refresh the page. So we have all the classes here. If I go to variables, I can find variable as well. Now create a home page. We already have a home page. Okay, create a home page for pet. I have requested to create the home page. I'll go outside to the pages and let it create the home page. While the page is creating, I'll show you something else here. If you insert a heading, you will see the header and footer here. If you want to change it, you can click on this setting icon, and here we have three modes. We have default, Croco canvas. You can click on that and save. Now we will have a full canvas. Okay, from start to end there is no header and footer. If you want to have a full width, you can say you can have it as a full width as well. Now this page is full width. I can click on save, click on view. This is my test page. Okay, it is a full width. If I change back it to default, save, and I will save. By the way, the builder is very fast. If you click on element, you can edit, you can take a duplicate, you can delete. Also there is a setting which takes you to this field. You can define a clause for this heading and then you can reuse it. This is where you define the text, and here you can use the dynamic tags also. So if I want to have a dynamic title for this tag, I can just add a dynamic title. Done, and I will remove this. Let's save it and I will refresh the page. Now the title is dynamic. You can also add more dynamic text from here. There are filter, context, and a lot of more options here. Below we can define the tag. We have attributes. Style is very interesting. So in style you have two sections. You have raw CSS which you can edit directly from here. So for example, I want to define padding. Okay, now this padding is applied. If you switch back to control, you will see that the padding is also applied here. Okay, you can see here. If I add margin here, 10 pixels from top, if I go back to raw CSS, you will see that the margin 10 pixel is applied here. So in future, if you want to have custom CSS and you want to apply directly on the root, you can do it from here. Otherwise, we have all the controls here. You can play around with colors, size, line height, background, all those options which you have in a other builder is available here. Okay, it is created. We just need to wait for a few minutes. Okay, it is created. I'll go and click on go to dashboard, leave. I will go to pages. I have a new page here. Let's preview. Okay, very good. So far so good. Wow, so we have testimonials, we have everything in place. You can see the header and footer as well. Okay, now we got this page. So we have the header, we have call to action, images, and we have the services, pricing, and testimonial, and then we have footer. Now the only limitation as of now we have is to fetch some dynamic images from media, but we can replace it very easily. I will delete this and I will insert an image here. Okay, and I will go to Unsplash and find a picture of pet. Let's have it, this one, and I can go and click on upload, and I will just drag it here and use image. Okay, so we got a picture of pet. All good. I will click on save. Now I want to explain how you can use the AI functionality here. So for each iteration you can either give a prompt from here, or you can use the built-in AI functionality. So right now I have noticed that the height between these, the gap or the height between these elements is a lot. We need to reduce it. So what you need to do is go back to dashboard, and you have to connect your AI. I will go to settings and connectors. Here you have three connectors. Okay, you have Anthropic, Google, and OpenAI. I have connected OpenAI. That's why you see a secondary plugin here as well. Okay, so OpenAI is connected. I will just open it here, and I will go to AI and reduce the vertical gap between elements. Okay, let's see what result we get. Okay, so it start planning and then it will assemble the page. Okay, I tighten the vertical spacing across hero services, blah 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 blah. If we go back now, you can see that the unnecessary vertical space has been removed. Now I want to add some hover effect on these services, so I can go back, click on AI, add some hover effect on the services cards using CSS. Okay, meanwhile when the AI is working on this, I will go to MCP and I will say create contact us page, FAQs, services, and a gallery page. So you have an MCP running from here, and you have a fine-tuned chat agent running here, so you can work simultaneously. Okay, now you can see the effect here. If I go to dev mode and I click on this card, you go to style and raw, you will see that it has added the transform and ease and all those CSS properties which are used. Add a section for recent post from blogs. Make sure to use query builder. Okay, it added the recent blog. Let's see where it added. Okay, here we have the latest blog section. Okay, we have here. Let's save and preview. Okay, but we don't have any post, that's why it is not showing it to us. I will add another prompt, add at least 10 posts. Let's see, our pages are created. If we go to FAQs, our FAQ section has been created. Let's check gallery. Okay, this is gallery. We can replace those images. Let's go to contact us, and the contact us page is also created for us. Now I want to add post about. Now let's wait for 10 posts. We can expect it here. Okay, so we got 10 published posts. If we refresh the home page, first of all we need to set the home page. So I'll go and I will change the home page from setting, reading, and let's have it perfect grooming as a home page. If I click here, now our home page is set. If I scroll down, I expect some post. Okay, so our posts are here. Okay, now it shows how many. It shows 10 posts, so we want to reduce it to 3. Let's go back to home page, edit with Croco, and I'll click here. I'll click on the query loop. There is no query, so I will create a new query called recent posts, and the type of the query is post. Okay, I will disable cache, and the post type is post. Publish, I want to go to most probably number of post, so it should be inside post. Include by ID, no. Pagination, item per page, I need 3 only. Okay, and save. Okay, I will close it and let's apply it on. It's already applied. Okay, I will save and let's see the result. So we have 3 and we have pagination also. Pagination should not be here, but we have pagination here. Other than that, we have some other features also. If you click on the button, you can go to styles and you can define the states also. For example, hover, what will happen on hover? You can change the background color to something else, for example black. So I will save and let's refresh the page, and now on hover the color is black. Okay, so all those basic functionality which we have in other builder is already implemented here. Create a new section below hero using collection element which shows our services in different format. Let's see. Okay, so it had created this collection layout for us. Let me save and check the result. Refresh. Okay, now the services are tabs. Okay, and we have other options as well. If I go back to dev and I click here, these are tabs. So these settings are for tab. I can see all the tabs, active tabs. We also have styling here. You can change it to accordion, you can change it to column, you can also change it to slider. Each behavior will change the functionality here. One more feature is if you click here, you will find theme builder. In theme builder, you will see all your template of your website and they are displayed as hierarchy. You can filter it from here also. And if you want to add something, for example, I want to design a blog post archive template, I can click on create. It will show visibility condition also. Click on create. You can define your custom header for this blog post and you can also define the body and so on. If you go back, you will see theme templates. Theme template is used for header and footer. You can click on edit. It will show you the global header. You can change the elements you want. For example, I want to remove the text from the logo. Let's save and refresh our website. Right now we don't have any logo over there. So this was a quick tutorial about CrocoBuilder. If you have any question, you can write in the comments. There is a link in description where you can claim the 30% off before it ends. Thank you so much.